So we've been doing this since April of 1998. I think this is the first time I have ever begun one of these presentations with a story from Scripture. It is the most famous story of stories, I think, at least one of the ones. And so here's the story. Moses is all alone at the top of a mountain with God. And down below, there are some folks throwing a party. And so, I'm reading now, all the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. And then Moses comes down, and he's not all that happy. And so he asks Aaron, what's going on? And Aaron says, quote, I told them, whoever has any gold jewelry, take it off. Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire. And out came this calf. That's the story. They fashioned the calf, but it wasn't their fault. It's never anybody's fault. Something bad can go wrong. I'm waiting so patiently for Jerry Jones to say, it's my fault.
We'll say it for him.
But it's never anybody's fault. And so Michael Lewis tried to figure out, as did other authors, whose fault was it? And I've got an answer. Are you ready? You wouldn't get this in your head. Here it is. It's everybody's fault. If you point the finger at any one person or any one decision, I hope I can say this in a way that isn't offensive, you're a little blind. There is no one decision, one person, one problem. It is everybody's fault from every piece of the entire pipeline. Now this is what you call a genuine bestseller. The Big Short, Inside the Doomsday Machine by Michael Lewis. This is my hardback copy that I'm not giving away. The winner will get a paperback copy. It's one of many books written about the financial collapse of 2008. Among the others are All the Devils Are Here by Joe Nocera and Bethany McLean, and This Time is Different, 8 Centuries of Financial Folly by Kenneth Rogoff and Carmen Reinhart. And there are others. All of them, there is no one book that has the complete picture. You need a bunch of them. And you need to look at it. And this was not a minor crisis. This was a whopping crisis, as we all know. So turn to page 2 on your handout. Why is this book worth our time? Number one, the financial collapse of 2008 had a constellation of causes. We need a more comprehensive grasp of what went wrong. Number two, there was enough guilt to go around. The more we know about what people did wrong and how they thought wrong, circle the word thought, how they thought wrong, the better chance we have of not repeating the same mistake. And number three, we really never can know enough. The more we learn, the more we know. But if I were to add a fourth, it doesn't really matter. We're going to make other mistakes. We don't learn well from our mistakes. To the last page, some lessons and takeaways. Number one, stupidity and unethical behavior can both have massively negative consequences. Where is the training for people making such big decisions? And number 7, and this is the quote I referred to, a word about the ability to explain the complex in simple, understandable ways. Michael Lewis is pretty good at this. And he said, dear reader, if you followed the story this far, you deserve a gold star, was actually an apology to my mother because she wouldn't understand it all. The Big Short, a big book. If you don't like his explanation of the crisis of 2008, find another one. But we really should not try to repeat that mistake again. Hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.